Hey guys, my name is Matthew. I'm coming from you direct from our bedroom today because I am packing for a trip. I want to save you a little bit of space in your bags and a little bit of money by giving you my budget earpod recommendation. Hey guys, so like I said, I'm packing up my bag, and what I used to always travel with was with these huge headphones. I like them because they're over the ear. I love the way they fit. This is what I use when I'm at home around my own office. These noise cancel. I love these. This is created by Cohen. It's a brand I really appreciate. The problem is though, is that this is bulky, it's big, and when I'm trying to pack for a week or whatever and I'm bringing one bag, this just doesn't make the cut. What I've been doing is I've been purchasing some budget earpods and I've been trying them out to find out which ones are the best ones that I can recommend to you guys. So I've been trying tons of different alternative budget earpod options. A lot of these options are between $30 and $50, and I've tried tons of them. Altogether, I think I've ordered 13 or 14 different options, and what I have today are the top 5 options plus one bonus option. So my top 5 are all sold between the $40 and the $50 range. Once you start getting into the $80 to $100 range, it may make more sense for you to buy the actual Apple products. That may be a better fit for you if you're getting much above $50. So mine are all in the $40 to $50 range. Each item on this list is here because it has something that sticks out to me. In order to get onto my top 5 list, they had a couple things already had to work. So first thing is it had to pair to both my phone, which is a Pixel 3, an Android phone, and to my computer, which is an Apple computer. Number 2 was they have to fit into my ear and they had to not fall out of my ear. One of my biggest pet peeves with earphones is when they go in and then they fall out when I'm running or moving around. So the test that I do on all of these is I literally either go for a run or I'll just like turn my head to the right and shake it, and turn my head to the left and shake it. That's something I do with all of these. These all pass that test for my ear canal. Without further ado, I'm going to jump right into number 5. So number 5 is these called Tezer. They are on the list for a couple reasons. One, because they had a lightning deal for me, which I got them for around $30, $29.99 I think. And so if you can find them for that price, I think these might be a good option for you. They're really cheap and they work pretty well. These are also the lightest earpods on my list, and that wins some points as well, just because they are really light. So for when you're packing and trying to save space, or if you're trying to save weight when you're going backpacking or something like that, this is a huge win. These ones came with little attachments that can go on the end to help them fit into your ear, but I actually didn't like the attachments at all. These fit best in my ear, like totally natural with nothing else on them. And they have decent sound quality. Everything on this list goes from decent to better than expected. These are in the decent category. So you're not looking for anything too amazing sound quality wise out of these, but they work really well, and they charge via micro USB. The case kind of clicks together with the magnet. I think you can kind of tell there's a magnet in there. They charge really well. I'd say I was getting about 6 to 8 hours of charge out of the Buds. This is a brand I definitely recommend, and I will be linking all of these down below in the description. The next ones on my list are this brand that I'm not going to try and pronounce. Yeah, I will. It's Otufan, I think. I don't know though. These are great. They're a little bulky, so they're a little bigger than the last ones were. They fit in my ears well. They don't fall out. This is, it's a great product. One of the things about this one that's different, there's this one and one other this way. It's actually got a touch panel on there, so you just tap it, and so you've got different controls. You can double tap it to move to the next song, or hold a little longer to go up in volume, things like that. The things I really liked about these, I had a couple of them. One is these are labeled as waterproof on the site. I actually tested that. I submerged these completely underwater and they totally work still, which is great. This is good for if you're going to the gym, if you know you're someone who sweats a lot, things like that. These are really good earbuds for that, because a lot of these aren't necessarily sweat proof. If they get water in them, you may actually ruin them. The big con on these ones is that the case feels very cheap. I think if I was throwing this in my bag a lot, I would end up probably breaking the case eventually. So I think it's gonna crack. That's just what it is. One thing in its favor though is it does have some LED indicators here to say how full the case is. Next one I've got is these ones called Durkin. To start with, I love this case. It's super cool. It slides out. I don't know if you can tell, my face is in there. Here we go. Focus on that. There you go. I love it because of the case. These are also the ones these earbuds fit into my ear the best as far as creating a seal. So it really creates kind of a noise isolating effect. I can't hear what's going on in the outside world when these ones are in my ear. They really create a good seal in my ear canal. Because of that, they also feel big in my ear. They kind of lodge themselves in there, is the way that they fit. And I actually really like the way these feel. These are probably the ones I like the best as far as how they feel in my ears, and they have pretty good sound quality. Those are the kind of pros for this one. This is a great option for you. It doesn't have any LED indicators say whether it's full or not, and you also have to separately turn on the power to make this one charge. I don't really love that. But overall, this is a great budget option if you're looking for $40 and you're looking for some noise isolation, some sound kind of cancellation options. This is kind of one that I recommend. Last two, I think I'm going to do them together because these two options are both just great. These are the two that I really, really liked. One of them is Let's Fit. These ones are really great. This is the most solid case that's on this list. So this case feels really great. It feels like it's a quality case, and it feels like they really, spent some money on this. It feels solid. This one is Cohen, which is a brand I'm really familiar with. I really like Cohen as a brand because they just make good products. I've really enjoyed using some of their earphones in the past. My big over-the-ear ones that I showed you earlier are made by Cohen as well. Pros and cons. I love the Cohen ones because they are the only ones on this list, or that I got in general, that charge via USB-C. This makes them usable for a long time as opposed to some of my other options that micro USB is hopefully going to get phased out, and hopefully no one's going to be using that 2 years from now, but USB-C still work. These ones are micro USB. Like I said, the case is awesome. It has the LED indicators inside of the case. The whole thing feels solid. It actually tells you, let me see if I can get it to do it. It'll tell you which ones are in there based on these LED indicators as well. It'll tell you the left and the right are charging. The reason I really like these ones is because it's a button to make these ones, like that's the little thing is a button, and these ones are a touchpad. And I don't love the touchpad on these just because it's a little finicky. If I'm like trying to adjust it, I accidentally tap it and pause my music, and I don't want to do that. That's not what I'm trying to do. One of the things I really like about Cohen brand ones though, is they have, I'm not sure if you can tell very well or not, but they have a little ear hook in there, and that makes these things feel solid in my ears. They go in, I'm actually gonna try and show you here. They go into my ear, and the little hook keeps it so it is not falling out. I love this product for that reason. It actually just charged, it actually just connected to my phone and is going now. And these ones are great because they turn off as soon as you close this little case. It recognizes that and immediately disconnects them. Some of my others I had trouble disconnecting them when the case is closed. So Cohen is really, really great. I definitely recommend these. It's a touchpad. The sound quality is exceptional on these. Way, way, way better than I was expecting for the small package. And for the fact that these were, for me, they were $41, I think, or $39.99. These were super cheap. They're actually currently unavailable, so I'd say keep your eye on these. These are the ones that I would get. This is probably my #1 recommendation. Unless you hate the touchpad thing, then this would be the recommendation for you. These ones feel really, really good in my ear. They are a little bit bulky, and they're one of the heavier options. They're kind of bulky. It has one of the biggest batteries out of any of these options. So this one has something crazy like 13 hours that I've been able to play music on without charging. And then this one has like 12 hours or something. So I've been able to play both of these for a really long time and use them. They're comfortable in my ears. I really like both of these options. It comes down to this case is way more solid, and I like the button. This one's got a little bit better sound quality, and I love that it charges USB-C. So numbers 1 and 2, maybe this is the one that I'm using. One bonus option, I told you I tried a whole bunch of different options other than just these 5. Almost all of those just didn't make the cut. There's one exception. This is a really super cheap option. So if you're going ultra budget and you're like, I need something way cheaper than 40, I can't afford 40. This guy here is $16.95, and it actually passes my test, unlike any of the other super budget options that I looked at. The reason why it is so cheap is because it only comes with one earbud. So the little case there, I don't know if you can tell, it only has a space for one earbud, and that's okay for sometimes, right? So for me, this is great when I've got Willow around. She's my toddler, she's running around, and I need one ear open anyway. I may only have one earbud in. This is only $16.95. That's what I spent on this guy. He's a great option, charges micro USB-C. This earbud's not falling out. And the sound quality is okay. It's not amazing, but it's okay. And if you're looking in that price range, this is the only product I can recommend that's even down there at all. I tried some that were down, close to that in the $20 and $25 range, and they were just not quality. I couldn't get them to connect to my devices, or they were falling out of my ears. This one works. So I'll link to this one as well. I can't even tell you what it's called because there's no branding. On the box it's called BL-1 or something. So it's like the Chinese company that makes this one just doesn't even really have any marketing going on with it. But I'll link to it below, and you can purchase this one if you're interested in a single earbud that's functional. Hey guys, hope that helped you make a choice on earbuds. If you have any questions about any of these products or anything else, please feel free to leave us a comment below. We do produce high quality content every single week, so feel free to like and subscribe, and hopefully we'll see you next time.